The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by its host and guest on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I express firmly I am here to have a fun time, and don't need anyone ruining it by being butthurt. Take your clapped cheeks somewhere else. I am not a professional, I just play one on the show. Thank you, and continue supporting. Deuces.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of No Special Characters. I am your host,
on my Cool J,
aka Jose Luis. You know what? I've been feeling very nostalgic. When I started last week's episode, I started off with like the JFK song with Chinks Drugs, the Stack Bundles. And because I did that, it opened up my YouTube search to like songs I forgot about that I used to listen to growing up. And one of my favorite unknown artists is this artist named 40 Cal. And 40 was one of like gun bars. To me, it was 40, Hellrow, J.R. Writer, Joel Santana, Cameron, and then Jim Jones. I'm not even going to mention Uncasa in them. But 13, 14 years old. All right, this is where I'm being transported back. So this is one of the songs.
Open your eyes. There are only murderers in this room.
I'm on a
This
bus
is the life we chose, the life we lead.
going to school.
There's only one
my story.
guarantee. None of us will see
Listen,
heaven.
they call me 40 Cal.
your
See
eyes.
niggas try to conceal me in a court of law. If you touch me, you're guilty. Now your fingerprints filthy. You're guilty as charged. This is grown man shit for the realest of squads. My hood is a jungle. The block is a zoo. I'm down the block from 40 wolves and the tigers and Drew. Cops bring guerrilla warfare with snipers on roof. Rifles to shoot. Knives in they boot.
Oh yeah, it's real, homie.
And I show you how dirty your boy work. I make his blood splatter. Now
you got a dirty boy shirt.
Dirty, get more dirty with him. If I heard he snitching, I give his face a double chop
like a dirty kitchen.
Now that's keeping it hood. Yeah, I be in the hood with other street stars that misunderstood. See, I'm from home of the scheme team. Ali Mo Kareem Reeve. Sham guard, skin Sarge, living out a street dream.
Hey.
Same blocks till a Cam, Gruff, and L.
Now
It's 40. From 40, if ain't much to tell. You know the story, niggas selling dope. Trying to cop better coat before Jackie Brown approach you with
that
the yellow envelope. I tell her, whoa, slow down, baby. See my hood hot. Find me up in your town lately. Could remember as a youngin' used to hold down skate key, but now I gotta hold down the 4-pound safety.
It's not right.
Shit go
It's
down
not right.
crazy. Like I ain't the one that had the whole
Whole town hazy. Remember Dope Man, Dro Man.
Started from 4 grams. Remember telling my man,
Get with the program.
He said 5 years, we all blow up. I told him more like
5 days, nigga, grow up.
Get your dough up, blow up, and get focused. He said, you know what? Hey yo, it's time to make the donuts.
Mad violent is what I was.
Lord have mercy.
40. You must be looking to die. Here's the best way. Thinking the death play. Sir, just look at your x-rays.
Tell your mama just pray.
Wake up the next day. Jump up fast. Look in the mirror. Asking doctors why I'm lumped up bad. Tell you that wasn't yesterday.
A month done passed.
You was in a coma. Then Dipset shut my ass. Cause you wanna play Incredible Hulk. It ain't new to me. Get mad, turn green. Cause you wearing fake jewelry. I got a full clip. You can take 2 or 3. Here, can't touch us. Diplomatic immunity. You know, usually when Jim Jones come, we'll break a nigga jaw till the chin bone done. Hammers going bam bam like Fred Flintstone's son. See L come with the 12, then your friends gon' run. All you heard that heard it. Dipset, we be in murder verdicts. License to kill, you still got your learner's permit.
Straight for your heart. Got a license to kill, license to kill. killed that. I like that one. Let's see. Am I?
Okay.
None of this stuff is mixed and mastered, so I don't even know what this is gonna sound like in your headphones or in your car.
Strongest movement moving, man.
But I'm vibing right now.
They wanna be like us, man. Y'all wanna be us.
And I'm gonna let this rock
do
because
it,
it's
man.
all
Yo,
non-copyrighted
listen,
stuff.
I'm a OGB. Need bricks, you could go see me. Shit, I push them like a
Motiki.
OTUOPC. Man, I'm the reason why the
Fiends
fiends
like the raw before ODB.
Lord have mercy.
They throw me G's. OPP. Go jukes a cat, wind up in
OTC.
OTC. See this next year, that's the 03V. My Porsches got horses like the OTB. Stuntin' like you don't know we cheats. Every collar on the neck, those are no VVs. I ain't stuntin' on the style, but for frontin' you a style, knowing damn well you just finished coming from Canal. Bootlegger, stoop never. Y'all is some true heifers. I keep them two hecklers stashed up in the cool sweater. Step out on whoever. I used to cop pellets, now I do commercials for them. Check out my new leather. These niggas talking slick like they don't know we ain't careers. Stop talking into here. You don't wanna bring it there. Listen quick, get it clear. I'm a rebel. You couldn't get to my level
if you was my engineer.
I'm a pusher, but I don't just pushin', I grind packs. I'm pushing that 9-ass, pushing your mind back. But same night shit, I'm pushing a fly act. Push up on dime ass, you push it, rewind back. To hear that flow again, I'm pushing that rhyme crack. The pushers do push-ups to it, they foot on they top rack. But keep pushing till you meet the bosses. Then go push your broom and go sweep my office. Niggas got dreams of pushing GTs and Porsches. I push it to the limit, push keys to fortunes. They pushing my team, but you never see my men budge. Playing tug of war, homie, we ain't with the fist grudge. Give a nigga 10 slugs, he think he down south. Turn a nigga big as bone crusher in a slim thug. But you ain't heard of that. Murder rap, burners clap, serve so many birds about to learn where the colonel at. Mac to your dirty cat, gat where your jersey at. Shit, I'm known to push the heat like a thermostat. Well, you better get all together. Go push my pack, whether it's stormy weather. And push it real good in the name of salt and pepper. See, 40 is the truth, your gang is storytellers. This for Beretta gon' do what it do when all your fucking non-believers get a funeral too. They used to think
Goody, goody.
used to take the bullies cookies and shit. Now say you 42.
Too pushy. I used to be able to hold that note. My brain was a little off lately, but yeah, man. I jumped back into like a time machine, listening to those songs, back to like when I was younger, being in the streets like a dummy, going places I shouldn't really have been, but yeah. So let me just start off with.
Welcome back to another late night with
Jose. Are you ready?
Welcome.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
You're listening to
Special characters.
Hey everybody, hopefully everybody's doing great out there. Hopefully you guys are chilling. You guys are in good vibes, positive vibes, things like that, you know. And I just want to shout out to the listeners, the viewers, all you guys, the people that partake in the surveys, the comment. Oh, guys, you could comment on Spotify. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but Spotify has allowed people that listen to the podcast to make comments under the podcast when you watch it. FYI, little information in case you guys want to know. What else is there? This is for you guys, for everybody out there chasing their dream, trying to reach their dream, hit their dream. And now it's time to set up a new goal. All right, we're moving the goalpost from here to over there. All right, we just hit a first down, and we're gonna score a slam dunk. I don't know sports metaphors, but guess what? You guys probably do. So yeah, keep going, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving. Keep hustling. And don't worry if you fall down. Get your ass back up and keep it moving. I'm a little tired, but I'm in a good mood. I had a very eventful, at first I didn't have nothing to mention in the first part of the podcast, where I talk about things that happened to me, or things that I experienced, or any of that. And God always finds a way to make my life interesting. So, what happened to me? You know what? I'm going to start with the music. So, listening to this music, like I said, it brought me back to a time in age where I was growing up, being a little badass kid at the time. I'm a grown ass adult now, but badass, doing stupid shit. And while I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, this is the music that kind of molded me when I was a kid. And it's pretty fucking sad if you ask me, but it's really fucking true. I was listening to 40 Cal, listening to Dipset, I was definitely listening to Hell Row, listening to the Stack Bundles. I was listening to Drug Dealer, Jay-Z, State Property, and Jada Kiss, The Logs, G Unit. Can't forget about the G Unit. And yeah, man, shit was fucking crazy. And it was like, all right, some graph. Oh my god, I came across some graph music. I'm gonna do a graph mix. It's just a lot of his music was taken down, so it makes it a pain in the ass. I want to do a Papoose mix. I want to do a Cassidy mix. Definitely doing a Cassidy mix. Yeah, man. All these things came out of nowhere and flooded my mind with things. So there's a song, right? My brother hates this song because it was such a ghetto song. It was such a bad song that it's a song that would get you in trouble. It's a song that would get you fucking pulled over. It's actually two songs. Hold up. So 40 Cal again. 40 Cal is one of my favorite artists as a kid growing up. So I was going to school. If you could hear the shit that I was playing through my headset, I was going to school listening to shit like this.
We got that crack. We got that crack. We got that crack.
I think I saw a triple beam to this shit.
We got that crack.
K1 Mill.
Crack.
Do the power precision now. I went from eating graham crackers, serving grams to crackers, and use the same bag as the sandwich packers. Now a nigga manufacture grams of swagger, cause you hustle like your pants is backwards. Shit, all you need is a lookout, man. And shit, I push out your block and be a cookout fan. Fiend spinning like it's good sound scans, so when you ask for 16, you know why I pull out grams. Damn. You see the crack is back.
And then there's this gem right here. I bought a coupe because of this song.
This the bounce I need. 40.
Hood booger ass music.
I got chickens in the coop. Chickens in the coop. Hey, chickens in the coop. Range Rover on the side. Chickens in the coop. Chickens in the coop. Chickens in the coop. Range Rover on the side. Go.
Pop, 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 pop.
Shot from the hot Glock, rock the spot. I drop, you drop. While I'm in the drop, getting top. What got
damn me nice.
Heavy jammy, right? Flip New York undercovers to Miami Vice. Hobby, poppin' willies, I'm the fancy type, but too gritty to ever see a Grammy night. I'm a fed time convict, until I run sick. You nice as I
said Jedi mind trick.
I said I bomb shit, just like Star Wars. At war with the stars, put 4 on your car door.
40. So my little dumbass used to be on the fucking bus listening to this shit, taking my ass to school wherever I was going, and I'll be listening to this shit. I'll be rapping this shit out loud. If you notice, I know these lyrics pretty goddamn well, and that's because I used to recite them every damn day. Every damn day. Just the same way I know Stack Bundles lyrics out the back of my hand, and Big L lyrics out the back of my hand, Graph lyrics out the back of my hand, is because I was listening to this shit every fucking day. So it was very nostalgic to hear this shit. And it made me think, like I said, I went around a whole fucking wormhole of music. So it was just mad funny. So it made me think. It made me think like, all right, you can hear the difference in rhyming because it's not the same as the way that we rap now. You can kind of hear that it's like you can hear it's dated, right? And sometimes when I rap, I still rap like kind of like I'm still in that time. It's a curse. Now I could switch it up. I could bring it up to the present. It's very easy. I could still borrow flows and get cadences from like today's music that I listen to, like Joel Ortiz, Royce da 5'9" and stuff like that. But you could hear from the way the beats are, the way it was like produced, the way the lyrics are made, that it was from a certain time. So I was like, you know what? I would love to go and work on something like that again. Like to work on an instrumental like that. You know, I've been like bullshitting with the freestyles, but I think I would have a lot of fun bullshitting on this beat right here. Listen to this beat. It's not my buttons. It's not my soundboard. My whole thing is, I love it. It does bring me back to that time, like when I was growing up. Like this would be a beat that your everyday rapper that was up and coming would use, and it would be an honor to see what they would do with it. So my whole thing was like, all right, I would love to do something with this beat right here, but on some like, not some tough shit. Like I don't want to be like, built fun size, got guns this size, but a hole in your body about like this wide. Like it's very like, all right, it's very smack DVD flow. But I was wondering if I could do something like a good guy rap over this shit. Like, my mama says I'm handsome. My mama says I'm handsome, just like a grandson. Like something like along those lines. When I see your mama, I walk across the street to make sure she's safe. like this, something like that over a beat like that, over like this would be hilarious. Like, I was supposed to work on it, but like my day got away from me. So I will have something for you guys in the next episode. I will ruin your day with lyrics from the next episode with that topic, with that beat. So I was like, cause that's such a hardcore gangster beat to be like, when I take out the trash, I make sure I recycle, compost, like compost, see, this is what I'm saying. Like I went from recycle to compost, and I was thinking about something to do with compost and the next step of composting. This is why like it's very hard for me like just to do like a 16, because I just go into step by step by step. It gets really fucking annoying. But yeah, it was very dope just going down memory lane earlier this week, and like just. Yo, I forgot all about this song. And there's some songs that are like stuck in your brain that the minute the beat plays, your mind just goes, and then you could like rap all the lyrics. Like everybody has their favorite artist that they could do that with. A lot of Jay-Z's, a lot of Biggie's, a lot of Tupac's, a lot of Lil Wayne's. So it's like, all right, it's like crazy. Cause like when I was growing up, my favorite artist was a mixtape artist, the underground artist, like 50 Cent. 50 Cent was one of my favorite artists before he blew up. And then it was like, all right, it's cool, but it's not the same. You're not as hungry as you were when you were in the mixtape scene. Like you got fed, you got some food in your system. So now you're like, all right, I'm comfortable. I'm chilling right now. So yeah. All right, that's enough for the music thing. I think I should stop that because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get copyrights to the point where I will be blocked in certain territories like I was in the last episode because I played whatever song I played. And I played Mobb Deep. I started the episode with Mobb Deep last episode, and it got me shadow banned in like Russia and Belarus and places like that. So I was like, all right, I don't want to keep doing that because I do have a listening base in the Ukraine and Russia. I don't go figure. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to like cheat people out of listening to things, especially if they're consuming this through YouTube. If they're listening to this on Spotify, it's a whole different thing, which some of them are. And I do now have the video. I'm a huge part. You know what's dope about this? I be forgetting to like boast myself up sometimes because I got this information about 2 weeks ago that Spotify reached out and was like, hey man, you're one of like the top people that originally started putting videos on Spotify. And you're doing good, and I'm in the top percentile for like videos being seen on Spotify. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, that's for us, guys. All right, that's enough. I got that. That's mad long. But yeah, man, it really like put a smile on my face that Spotify reached out with an email, and they were like, hey man, I just want to let you know that you're one of the original people that started putting your shit on Spotify with a video, and you're keeping it alive and you're starting this trend. I think they're trying to compete with YouTube, but it's okay because YouTube is fucking shadow banning me. So let's keep it moving. All right, so you know what else was nostalgic for me this week? So my grandfather and my aunts all lived at 100, not all, so the majority lived at 149 in Jamaica. I don't know the name of those buildings, but that's where I would spend a couple of days in that area. So the reason I bring this up is this building, I think is like maybe like 6, 7 floors. It had an elevator. So I used to play around on the elevator when they would be like, hey man, you're making too much noise in the apartment. Go play in the hallway, go play outside. I would go outside and I would go play, and then me and the local kids would just like fuck around and bullshit. And this area wasn't the worst area. It wasn't the best area, but it wasn't the worst area. The only good thing was when you got in the elevator, it didn't smell like piss. Now, what did happen was when you got in the elevator, it would sometimes get stuck. Now, I may be afraid of clowns, but I am not claustrophobic. I cannot swim, so I'm scared to drown, but I am not claustrophobic. Now, it used to get stuck, and the way it would get stuck between floors. So on the way up, it would get like whatever, like jammed. I don't know what happened. I don't know what causes elevators to get stuck, but it would get jammed, and you will somehow be able to open the door for you to exit off of like, let's say like a 2 feet hole. Like it'll get like stuck like 3/4 up, and like you'll have that little quarter left. So if you had to go somewhere because police weren't coming and maintenance weren't coming no time soon, that you could kind of like lay down on the floor and slide out the door. Now, it wasn't until I was an adult when I saw Final Destination or Resident Evil, when I seen somebody trying to get out the elevator and their body got stuck and the elevator started working and killed them. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. All those times I did that as a kid, fucking around, fucking bored as shit. I'm like, oh, I could have died. Oh, okay. So I found myself at work, and they're doing maintenance on the elevators. I got 3 elevators. I have footage of me in the vlog with the elevator sick forever. So one of the elevators is down. The middle elevator, I have 3 elevators. So the left elevator is down. The middle elevator, for whatever reason, twerks. It just starts really weird. At first, you know what's weird about that, and what annoys me is that I feel like it only twerks when I get on the elevator, because I feel like every time when I get on the elevator and there's somebody there before me and like I just stand on my corner, that shit starts to twerk. And like I don't know if they're looking at me like, holy shit, the elevator's twerking, or they're looking at me like, you know, this elevator didn't start twerking until your fat ass got on it. I'm like, how much do you weigh out of the 5,000 pound capacity? So yeah, that be throwing me off. Now, I got on the 3rd elevator that's normally good, no issues, until yesterday. Yes, I'm talking about yesterday. This happened yesterday to me. So, I'm sorry, 4 days when this comes out. This happened to me last Wednesday, all right? Well, last Wednesday for you guys, it was this Wednesday for me. So, what happened was, I'll get into that part later. But I was coming back from lunch late, and I was like, all right, I'll use my PTO time to because I had to take extra time from lunch. You know, me, big man buffet, I got to finish it all, son. So I'm already coming back late. I'm not on company time. I'm on my paid time off. And adjust myself. And I'm on my paid time off. So I came back and I'm like, all right, great. Hit the button. Ding. Then here, boom. And I'm like, I wonder what that could be. Hit the button. All right. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good at all. Hit the button again. Oh, I think I'm stuck. Maybe the workers heard me. The workers are Spanish. Nope. Didn't hear hola, que lo que, none of that shit. It was very quiet. So I'm not panicking because, as I mentioned before, I'm not claustrophobic. When my cousins used to get bored back in the day, they used to lock me in the trunk and leave me there, right? Now, this is 90s cars. 90s and 80s. All right, so the 90s, so the cars are from the 80s. Guess what? I don't think they came out till 99 with the little lever that they could release the trunk automatically. So when you were put in a trunk, you were pretty much fucking stuck there, all right? So not scared of being in tight spaces. Been there, done that. Now, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to panic. I can't let irrational thoughts get to me. There's plenty of air. It's a little hot. I have a t-shirt in my bag. I'm going to get to that. So I get the bright idea. I was like, all right, I'm going to call the receptionist. I'm going to call the receptionist. She's going to tell him, hey, Jose stuck in the elevator. Darling Picky, get help, right? She goes, do you want me to call 911? I was like, don't you think I would have called 911 myself? I was like, I'm not worried about that. I was like, tell him, go find the key, open it, and we'll be done. Simple, right? That sounds like a simple plan, right? That's pretty fucking simple, right? Like, oh, shit. The elevator key. We could open the door, and then possibly if he's on the right floor, he could come out that way, and then we could wait for maintenance. Nope. That's not what happened. So I'm sitting here. Not sitting. I'm standing. And I'm like, there's an emergency phone call button. I wonder who it calls. Hit it. Gring, gring. Person picks up. Hey, how can I help you? Hey, man, is this a security guard down the click? What? Hello? 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 Excuse me? I'm like, call it again. Gring, 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 gring. Hello. Hey, man, I'm stuck in an elevator. I need to know what you can do to get me out of this elevator because this is the emergency phone call line, right? Yeah. Did you try pushing the button? No, I didn't think about that. You really think that would work? Do you think the button that I already pushed and I got stuck on is going to work? Wouldn't hurt. I'm like, nigga, it's done. So he's like, what kind of elevator are you in? I'm like, it's a fucking square. I'm like, yo, I'm not getting all these questions. If this is an emergency, I don't understand how that person was trying to keep me calm. So I was already tight. And then I'm like, I hear, gong, 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 gong. Don't worry, I'm going to get you out. And I'm like, all right, help is here. The cavalier is here. No, whatever. The backup is here. The calories here. I don't know. I was going to say calories. I don't know. I'm fucking losing it. But people are here. I'm hearing people trying to work the door. And I'm like, oh, somebody must have called the fire department. Somebody called somebody to get me out of here. They must have found the elevator workers to open it and get me out of here. I'm like, I'm saved. Hallelujah. Right? I'm saved. Like, this is when the 911 person hung up on me again without confirming if I'm okay, if I'm losing his shortness of breath, if I'm just dealing with any form of trauma. He goes like, well, all right, goodbye, click. And I'm like, this motherfucker. Now, I'm like, all right, I'm out of here any minute. Then I hear, just hang on a little bit tighter. We got to go get something. No problem. I just mentioned to you that it's hot. So I got a t-shirt in my bag. I'm wearing a long sleeve button up, heavy. I grabbed the wrong long sleeve. It was cold in the morning, but not cold enough to be stuck in the elevator. It was cold, but not when in that elevator, it didn't feel as the rest of the temperature out in the outside world was. So I decided I'll start to sweat. I start undressing. I'm like, all right. Get it down to the last button. And got my tank top shirt. I can't say the original name of the shirt. Showing. And like right when I'm about to take it off, I heard clank. And it's a security guard, and he's like taking the back because I'm like undressing to go change into my t-shirt. And he's thinking I'm undressing because I'm panicking because I think the walls is closing in and it's getting hot and I can't fucking breathe. So he starts panicking. He's like, don't you worry, Jose, we're going to get you out. We're going to get you out. Help is on the way. I am help. I was like, cool. Start buttoning up my shirt again. Like, but this time a little slow because I got an audience, you know. Now, you need a key to open the elevator. To get past that first door, you need a key. And then you can kind of pry it open and get it open. But the key unlocks both doors. They didn't have the key. So my man Latino Heat was strong as hell. Prying the doors open. And I'm like, oh shit. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna need your help. Great, no problem. I want to get out of here. Cool. See, the thing with anatomy is, and now I get it, ladies. I get it why you want a tall person in your life in like emergency situations or whatever. Where you want a man's man, strong man. I get it. Because I'm over here thinking that, all right, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be cool. Let me see something. So I'm thinking a group of firemen are going to come and make way and save me. I thought big, broly men in suspenders and baby oil were going to come save me. That's what I thought. I thought like, open. No, I'm fatigued, my nigga. Carry me out. No. That was not the case. That was not the case. I got fucking Enrique Iglesias on the other side of the elevator, struggling to open the door. And now I'm struggling on my side to open the door. But the thing is, we're both the same height. So, hold up, is this my part? I can be your hero, baby. All right. Holding the door open. Me and then Enrique. We're the same height. Me and this nigga's making eye contact trying to open the fucking doors. It's a lot of tension there. A lot of tension there. Would you swear? All right. I just love that song. I could be your hero, baby. That's what Enrique was basically making eye contact with me, like, I can be your hero, baby. And the thing between this Enrique that was just singing and that Enrique is that the Enrique at my job smokes about like a pack of cigarettes a fucking day, and we're the same fucking height. So me and him are fucking struggling with the elevator's doors to open it up, and then I hear, damn, that was mad harsh. This nigga deep breathed into my face for it took everything in my soul, my well-being, my everything to not have my hand go from here to there. Like so fucking fast, because that was so goddamn disrespectful. I know he's trying to help me and shit, he's not thinking, but to breathe in my face after you just finished mad fucking cigarettes, an onion sandwich, pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me off. We technically made out, if that's the case, at this close. Nah son. And the next thing I did was like, he's like trying to open the door, and I'm like, I'm just fucking, just let me fucking die in here. Just started trying to close the doors again. I was so upset, and you can't be upset at somebody trying to save you, but it was like, I was like, yo, my mans, you just breathed right into my face. My mouth was open. I'm a mouth breather. You guys know I'm a mouth breather. So I gotta, I'm getting sick thinking about it. I smelled the marble lights and tasted it. It's like, yo, what the fuck is happening? So when I closed the door, because I did close the door because it was going to save me from kicking his ass, I go clank. I started playing with that fucking emergency button, and the system's rebooted, regenerated, and I got the fuck out of there. So yeah, that was one of my adventures yesterday. One of my adventures. Not the adventure, one of my adventures. So, yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, and the kicker was one of the workers there, young kid. I'm like, yo, thank you. Appreciate you. You ever watch this? I appreciate you. But my whole thing was I was on the first floor, and this kid was trying to open the door from the third floor. And I'm like, why would you do that? I need you to like step back and think and be like, hey man, if he's on the first floor, what am I gonna do from the third floor besides probably trip and fall in there? And now we two dumb bitches in a little box, and we have two birds in a box. Like, that's crazy, son. We're literally living out the 40 cow lyrics of two chickens in a coop. What the fuck? I was like, my life be like, my life be like, my life be like, my bad, the ADD's on 10 today, my bad. So after this ordeal that I'm dealing with, just being trapped, talked to my supervisor. I'm like, hey man, I was stuck in there. I came on time. FYI. She was like, cool. Now she was at first like, yo, like, don't tell anybody anything. I beg your pardon? What do you mean don't tell anybody everything? I work with a bunch of women. All right. Go watch the vlog, because there's times where I just fuck around in the elevator and the girl starts freaking out, hyperventilating. One of my scenes where on my highlight reel is one of my coworkers, Nahida, and I just did like a little jump, and then what she does is, instead of running, telling me to stop, screaming, any of that, she freezes and she goes into a corner and stares at it until the ride's over. That's like her happy place, I guess. So yeah, I'm like, we got a bunch of girls that I know are claustrophobic. I was like, if they're stuck in it by themselves and nobody's there, they're going to lose their shit. If they're stuck in it with people, they're going to lose their shit. And I was like, I work with a lot of elderly ladies. I know they're not going to want to hear this whenever they hear this comes out. And whenever the information of the show comes out that I'm doing a show and I'm talking about things that happen at work sometimes, it's like, all right, they're not going to appreciate me calling them old. But I work with a lot of elderly ladies. So I'm thinking about, yo, when people leave the building and there's like 6, 7, 10 people in the elevator and that shit gets stuck. So all it takes is one person to fucking freak out. It makes the whole situation worse. So I was like, yo, what is your safety protocol? Because I used the emergency phone and guess what? 911 hung up on me twice. I'm like, that's going to be a shit show. And then technically I got myself out of the elevator by fucking around with the panel. I was like, I don't think other people are going to even think to fuck around with the panel. I don't think everybody's going to have the luxury to be, to process shit, not to panic when there's a group of people and somebody's freaking out, somebody's hyperventilating, somebody starts screaming. You know, girls always start screaming. Like, come on. So I'm over here thinking about my coworkers and I'm like, yo, I think we should tell them not to take the elevators, because if they take the elevators and they get stuck, you're going to get mad. There's no fucking, the electrical people are gone. What are they called? HVACs? I don't know what they would be called. Whatever a person that works in the elevators job position is, whatever they are, they're gone for the day. The security guard doesn't know what to do. I'm like, yo, if there's going to be that again, you will have to call the fire department and it will be some shit. So I'm like, yo, they shouldn't take the elevator for one afternoon until the people come back in the morning and they fix whatever it is. I got the most dirtiest fucking luck. Like, they even giving me extra work. And it's like, or you could just take the elevator. You get stuck and see if you can call somebody, like 911. Like, I am a white woman in distress. They'll probably come mad fucking quick as fuck for that one. But, yeah. So, that was lunch. My day is coming to an end. My day, like, sun's starting to go down. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing a hoodie. So we're like in a false fall. So I took my little brother's car to work. I'm sorry. Yeah, I took my little brother's car to work. And we were talking about it before he left. He was like, the mass airflow sensor is acting up. Like, and blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, let me go take a look into it. Let me start driving it. Good. Drove it. Fine. Took it to work. Fine. No issues. I was like, he needs an alignment, but there's no real issues. I'm like, the car drove. Everything shifted smoothly. The car never felt like it was losing power when I was driving it or at the light or stuck in traffic. Perfectly fine. I deal with this ordeal. I get out like around 7. Go to the car. I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, I'm alive. God is good. Blah, 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 blah. Go to the car. No. No, come on. I have to make a noise because I can't go. Because it's a fucking push to start. I'm like, the battery just magically died. We just changed the battery not that long ago, maybe a month ago, and the battery's fucking dead. So I remember talking to my brother, and I'm like, hey, man, your back lights is on. They're flickering, which means you have a short somewhere. Wherever the short is, you guys are going to have to find it. You probably have water somewhere. All right, cool. He left on vacation. All right, let me go look at his car. Drove it. That's fine. Forgets to tell me he never fixed the fucking short. 7:30 p.m. in Long Island, in the area that everything closes down early. I'm in a parking lot with a dead car. Now, as I mentioned, I work with a bunch of ladies. So I was like, all right, what are the chances of one of them actually having jumper cables? I asked 5 girls, 1 did. I was like, thank you. That was Mazel. And I'm like, okay. These look funny. She's like, yeah, I bought them off of, I think she said Shein or some shit. They were some little teeny weeny jumper cables that would never fit over a battery terminal. So I was like, we're going to have to try to make it work, but I don't think this is going to work. That shit didn't work. It was a complete waste of my time. So I'm waiting for this one guy in a pickup truck. I'm waiting for this pickup truck that I'm next to for him to come out. And then he comes out and I finally get the jump. And I'm like, today was a thing. First, I'm stuck in an elevator. Now I'm stuck in a parking lot. I was like, this can't be it. I gotta just take my ass home. Like, I'm fucking exhausted. I just want to go home and be over with the day. So, yeah, that was my entertaining day. Now, what else I got on my docket? No, that's really it. Yeah, man. Driving somebody's car and they don't tell you everything that's feeling wrong with it's kind of one of the worst things in the world. It's like when you borrow somebody's car in an emergency, like, all right, be like, oh yeah, the brakes don't work. The car doesn't go into gear after into third. It doesn't go to third to fourth. Like it'll be like, oh, you know, that's important information. That's vital information. So, yeah. It was very annoying, very annoying, very annoying. Let's see what else I got on my docket. You know what time it is.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
All right, welcome to the Court Report, people. And boy, do we have a doozy. Judge Kenneth King was hit with a lawsuit for putting a teen in handcuffs in this courtroom. If you guys aren't aware, Judge Kenneth King, this man has the most bruised ego in the world. I believe this was in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. So there was a field trip. They went down to the courthouse. I don't know how I feel about us going to the courthouse. You know, side tangent. I'm gonna let you guys know one thing. I think I had my fingerprints taken when I was 5, 6 years old. All right, because I didn't see them throwing them away. So I think I've been in the system since 5 and 6 years old. Because one day they magically took us on a field trip in the school that I went to the police precinct, and all the white kids got to be cops. But for whatever odd reason, my brown ass and my friends were being fingerprinted and in the lineup. They were like, all right, pretend you're a bad guy. Why would I do that? Why can't I be a good guy? Just get on the wall and let them see if anybody identifies you. Like, sorry, that's trauma. So, fast forward, and these kids are on a school trip. They're learning about the judicial system. And there was a young woman there, and she was very tired. She was very tired that she was falling asleep while the judge is talking. And somebody that sits in a high power that's in charge of people's lives sees somebody crying, and the first thing is they're being disrespectful. They don't respect the law. They don't understand that this is very important, and you can't be in my courtroom crying. Yeah, instead of going, hey, this young person is falling asleep in my courtroom in the middle of the day on a field trip, falling asleep. Not normal, not normal. Something could be wrong at home, right? Something could be going on at home. There's either a single parent dwelling. They're either behind on their bills. One of the parents has to work double shifts, so they got to babysit, help out with the homework, help cleaning. You know, all these things transpire in life, and the only reason I can mention things like that is because I've actually seen it in real life. I've been part of it sometimes, but I've seen it unfold where somebody that's a child, that's like 13, 14, that has to take on the responsibilities of a missing parent or a parent that shouldn't be a parent, but hey, you got to be lucky that they became a parent because you wouldn't be here if they weren't here. So, yeah, didn't think that out. So, sees this kid, tired, handcuffs her, detains her, and then sends her home. And he said, like, yo, I'm not going to let you go until you apologize to me for falling asleep in my courtroom. So he was just hit with a lawsuit. He was also told to step down from his bench, which is what I like to hear. It's like, all right, why did you feel that you could just do that to a person? A kid, nonetheless. Detain a kid without notifying his parents or notifying them of their rights, putting them in a cell. Like, think about that. Parents, really think about that. If your kid was on a field trip and they got detained, put behind bars, handcuffed for no goddamn reason. How are you supposed to act? How are you supposed to really be like, you know what? They probably had a good reason. You can't. No, fuck that. You shouldn't. Because I know there's some parents that probably be like, yeah, we know. What did they probably do? Not enough to be fucking handcuffed and detained in a fucking precinct, in a courtroom. That's crazy, son. That's crazy shit. My kid didn't act up. He fell asleep. Come on. And now he's like, I'm very remorseful. And this fucking asshole, instead of being like, you know what, I'm very remorseful. Is there anything that I could do to help you guys? Anything along those lines? No, he goes, you know what you could do? You know what? I do feel bad, but you know what will make the situation more better? If the child joins me on a mentoring program and I could train them how to be a better, like, whoa. Were you about to say a better person? You're telling a kid to be a better person that's struggling with real life things at a young age of 14? Like, they're trying to figure out how to go to school, take care of their family at the same time, bro, and do homework, but maintain a fucking high enough average to go to college, if they can go to college, because if it's just off the fact that they may still have to help around the household for whatever reason, because you just can't leave your siblings, right? Yeah, that guy. He's an asshole. Big asshole. And when I see things like that, all I can think of is they are a clown. They are a big clown. But not only just a clown, but they are
Clown pussy.
Yeah, that's clown pussy of the week for you. Even though there was a very tight running for the people that are on the cool report. Like the next person I have on the cool report, if my phone does not stop fucking around. TikToker Dre Nicole accused of lying after viral Lyft kidnapping claims. So, this is not the first time that I'm hearing this happen. This is like maybe the third or fourth time this year that I'm hearing that a TikToker has accused an Uber or a Lyft driver or somebody that's providing a service to them of trying to kidnap them. And it's like, for what? What do you get out of this? What notoriety do you get out of this? What makes you think you could tell a story like that and we'll be backtracked to find out, like, hey, we need to figure out if this shit is true? Like, come on. You're telling me Uber heard these accusations, didn't do a reverse trace to see, all right, who were you with? Do we have footage? Because I think they're given the camera to go double check sometimes. And even if you don't, Uber drivers, you should probably have a camera to double check and protect yourself, because there's crazy people out there in the world and you do want to have evidence. For crazy clout chasing broads like this. For somebody that's going to be very quick to put a case on you, make these accusations, have everybody judge you, because you know in cases like that, you are guilty until proven innocent. And even when you're proven innocent, you're still fucking guilty. So a person putting claims like that for clout is fucking crazy. What endorsements did you think you were going to get is a better question. Because who... I need to figure this shit out. I'm against the wall. Because who in their right mind would be like, all right, so this girl almost got kidnapped on a lift. So some nunchucks, you think you're going to get a nunchuck sponsor, some brass knuckles sponsors, some pepper spray sponsors? What are you going to get? How are you going to get some hot sauce? Like, what's going on? What are you getting out of this? What notoriety? Do you think the public is going to buy you a car? Like, if this, off of this story that you concocted on your own, is that what you're thinking? Is that what you think is going to happen? Do you think you're going to go so viral and you're going to become famous? It doesn't work like that. People become famous off of whatever dumb shit that they do and other people fuck with. You're more of a serious tragedy story, because that's how people are going to take it. So when people take it like that, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get. You might get some money, but I don't think nobody's buying you a car or a crib or shit like that. And just because they buy you a car and a crib doesn't mean you can't get fucking molested and that shit either. But, or kidnapped. I'm molested. Whoa. You know, it doesn't mean you can't get kidnapping those either. Like you think somebody can't set you up to get pull over your car and you get kidnapped, or break into your house and you get kidnapped. Like, come on. The Lyft driver doesn't even make. Actually, the Lyft driver should fucking kidnap you because they don't even make enough money to kidnap people. That's fucking crazy. Way higher bonus. Also in the news, a man was suspected. A most wanted suspect that's been on the run for 20 years was finally caught because of what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's hear it. Clout chasing. So this man that's from Ohio, I believe, killed. Hold up. Yeah, from Ohio. This guy was living in Ohio. He got into an argument in the bar and he killed somebody. He fled. He ran away from Ohio to New Jersey. When he found out the feds was on him, he left to Mexico and then he was gone. While in Mexico, he took on an authority figure. He took on the responsibilities of Spider-Man to be a good person, and he became a cop. Fucking crazy if you ask me, because I'm like, yo, you can't, depending on when it happened. Let's see. It was how long ago? 20 years ago. 20 years ago was 2000s. All right, I don't think they were really on it in the 2000s like that, let alone 2004. I don't think they were really. I think we were just signing the Patriot Act, but everything really wasn't available. The footwork really wasn't fully done yet. So it would have been hard to find. And then finding somebody that's in Mexico, it's even more crazy because everybody has the same fucking name. But yeah. It all comes down to this guy that was on the run for 20 years. They had him on America's Most Wanted. We were looking for this person for killing this person. Never found, unsolved. And one day this person gets bored. This one detective person gets bored. And he goes on Facebook and he looks up his name and ding, 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 ding. Who's there? This guy. So they build the case. They have him fucking extradited to America to face his charges for killing this man, for shooting him in the head. And the only thing he could say is, I don't know why I did that. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy if you ask me. I don't know why I did that. Jupiter was in Gatorade. I don't fucking know. I'm a pescatarian. Oops. Now, to become a police officer, after committing such a heinous crime, a heinous thing, one of a major crime, a commandment crime, and be like, I'm going to be a police officer is crazy. Because you can't believe, like, all right, I'm going to make it up by doing good. I'm going to clean the streets up. Well, you should have started with yourself first, sir. Like, if you ask me. But I thought he was freaking out, like, all right, he became a police officer. So when he knows that they start looking for him, he gets the information first in the all points bulletin. And guess what? Oh shit, that's me. I'm out of here. I'm gone, because nobody knew that this person would be a cop. Out of all the things that for a person that killed and took somebody's life, I know it's a slippery slope, but let me finish. As a police officer. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. That person really had the balls, the wherewithal to be like, all right, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to be a cop. And then it's like, what kind of cop were you? Were you a dirty cop or were you actually a good cop? So many things come into play. And the whole conversation was, I heard somebody else had another take in this conversation, which was, watch people flip it to make it seem like a Democratic Republican thing. And I was like, I could get it, because this is when we're at the end of the elections, and this is when people start pushing their bullshit agendas. And everybody was like, all right, so Ohio, this happened in Ohio. All right. This guy allegedly had multiple passports. He didn't have a real identity. So it's kind of crazy that he got caught. He got like fake passports, driver license, and shit like that. Donnie the sicko, Coneheads. So that's what was going on. And then when he killed this guy, he took off the jersey and they found out, all right, they're on me. And then he went all the way back to Mexico. But before the shooting happened, it was traced that he bought his ammunition from Walmart. So like I said, I'm not going to get too much into it, but I can see where if this were to make national headlights, what they would choose and pick for their own agenda. That's what I'm saying. Because the Democrats were like, well, he bought his bullets from Walmart. And then the Republicans would be like, hold up. This is exactly what we talk about. This is why we need stronger borders, because these guys are coming here, killing people, and then fleeing back to their country. It's like they have complete immunity, impunity, and all these things. So, yeah. Pain in the ass. So thank you, everybody, for listening to the Cool Report. I think I'm going to move into the next section, which is the Ask Me a Question section. And one of the first questions I had is, damn. So you say you're not the same person online versus the person in person. What's the difference? I talk here more. In real life, I'm really more reserved. I'm reserved for a reason. Once I get to know you, all right, it's like, all right, we're cool. We're going to make jokes. We're going to say stupid shit, blah, blah, blah. But until I know you, you are a complete stranger. You're not somebody that I can trust. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your agenda is. Who sent you? Who sent you is basically what I'm always thinking about. I know other people are like, Hamas! Never would have came across my mind, but just the way I think like that. I'm like, all right, I need to figure out who this person is. Can I trust this person? And is this person going to give me an issue down the line? All comes down to like how you read the metaphorical book. So yeah, it was very like because a lot of the times the way I talk here, sometimes I do get flour in my mouth. So I guess I'm really talking about the times I'm being nice. I'm like, I'm really not that nice. So yeah. I wouldn't, if you're expecting somebody like me to be like, hey man, I'm going to have the best conversation, I'm going to engage you and blah, 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 blah. No. It's just for the podcast. The next question I got is, do you think it's hard to keep a relationship going? That's a part-time lover question, sir. What are you doing in the accent? You know, it's an Ask Me a Question section. It's not supposed to be for relationships, but whatever, I'm here. Do I think it's harder this day to maintain a relationship? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. To keep a relationship going in this day and age is fucking crazy because you have so much outside influences that you might not be aware of. Ladies, that person that you follow might be an influence that you're not aware of, all right? You might be comparing your life to their life and it's completely not the same. She's a model and you're not. I know. I can hear it now. Hear it now. People are like,
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your family! Ah!
Yeah, I think a lot of people end up being in fake competition with people don't even know. They try to compare their life to somebody that's doing more with their life. And sometimes it's not even the same fight. The fight is rigged sometimes, and you're just playing yourself, making yourself angry for no reason. There's so many options to cheat. There's so many ways that you can cheat, and I don't think it's cheating. Like somebody DMing you, your girl might deem that it's cheating, and so on and so forth. All right. So maintaining a relationship is hard. I think there's more. What's the word I want to use? I think there's more distractions. All right, because you're more. If you were to scroll down Instagram, you're 9 times out of 10 going to see a fat ass, like half naked or fully naked. And it's just the way the algorithm goes. But yeah, I do think it's harder. I don't think it's a fun feat. Let's see. You sound isolated. Oh, you must. How'd you know I was gonna answer the first question like that? You sound isolated. Are you comfortable living like that? Yes, I am very comfortable. I am very comfortable. living with the idea of not having to put that much stock in people, not having that much put trust in people, hoping that I could really rely on somebody, that somebody will come through, that somebody won't betray me. So I am so fucking comfortable with just being isolated sometimes. Does it get lonely? Of course it is, because you're by yourself. But then you got to think, you do your list, you outweigh your pros and your cons, and you're like, man, sometimes I just want to really be by myself. Kind of like when that security guard breathed in my face and I was trying to close the door. That was a perfect example of me trying to be to myself and not start some shit. So, yeah. Isolation is key. Isolation is bad. I suggest if you've never been isolated or had the time to be with yourself or like really take yourself in, I suggest you do it. This is when you find out what kind of person you are. All right. Like you'll see what you dislike if you isolate. I know you got to do it right though. All right. Don't go sleep depriving yourself like I am right now. FYI. But yeah, that's what it really comes down to is. For me, is that I don't mind the isolation. I can be ISO every trip. But thank you for submitting your questions, people. A little bit dark, but yeah. Oh, for the relationship thing. My bad. So I knew keeping a relationship is hard when I saw that Benifer fell apart. Benifer was the worst thing that happened in U.S. history. And the reason I mention it is because if these two rich millionaires can't be happy with each other, what can two broke people really do with each other? Because money is supposed to buy you happiness. I know they try to say, it doesn't buy you happiness. Nah, it's bullshit. Because I could guarantee you right now, if Benifer were to from Dykeman, they would never break up. They would see other people, but they would never break up because the rent's got to be paid. And when you're a millionaire, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, I digress. Fucking mad funny, yo. Yeah, I think, oh shit, I ran through that section. My bad. Might as well jump into the next section, which would be... Welcome to everybody that partakes of Part-Time Lover, the people that fast forward to Part-Time Lover. I appreciate you guys as long as you like, comment, share, subscribe. We are all good over here because Part-Time Lover is its own entity. If you guys don't know nothing about Part-Time Lover is a section where people bring us their relationship questions and we give them a different POV, a different insights from the inside looking out or the outside looking in, whichever it takes. We're going to give you a hand. Whether you take the information is totally 100% up to you. You don't have to take the information. If you go back to Corona Queens, just know that you could get back everything that you wanted because there's bad shit out there. So, yeah. And you can probably buy mad things you want, like Bunsy. But what? Who said that? First question.
I met this guy off Bumble, and we were hitting it off via DM.
Okay.
And we decided to meet up in person. We decided to get food and thought it was going good until the bill came and my date took. He went to the bathroom and I never saw him again. Is this what is to be expected in the dating scene?
Got hit with the classic open-doke. That's crazy. I know I've only ever seen that done in movies. I never knew that people do that in real life. That must really suck. Because you don't know if you were just a mark from the get-go, like he was just using you and like, hey, free food. Or you said something that annoyed the hell out of him and he was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. But either way, it sucks. Because somebody that does something like that most likely ordered mad shit. People that do shit like that, like, hey, no, get whatever you want. It's your day. Oh my God, you don't want to be frugal. You always want to remember this day, right? You always want to look back and be like, oh my God, on this day this happened, and oh my God, best day ever. Yeah, that really has to mess with you. That really does. The idea that somebody really just pretended to like you, pretended to befriend you, pretended to like you, only to use you for a free meal really sucks. Hopefully you weren't at the most expensive restaurant that you could go to. Hopefully you were in your means, in your budgets, and you understood, hey man, I'm an all-star in the lane now. Hey. I don't think those are the lyrics. But maybe it comes down to like, hey, you should vet them better. But you never know. In that moment, maybe you're in pure loneliness. You were looking for something out there to put their hand out and take you out of whatever place you're in. That's PBA and dark instead of call my bad. But yeah. Dipping is pretty fucking crazy. But you know what that reminds me of? This is me trying to put my hat on. All right. Welcome to be a man. Welcome to being a man. That's exactly what that is. Welcome to the club. All right. You can change your genders if you really want to now, because now you get it. Because a lot of the times when guys do ask girls out, and even I always say it here on the show, that whenever somebody asks somebody else's out, the person that's the asker always has to pay for the person they're asking. All right. Because 9 times out of 10, people that go and take people out for dinner, yeah, I'm trying to get to know you, I'm trying to do that, but at the end of the day, it's a go in. So, yeah. Also, take this moment to learn and be like, hey, man, start analyzing this in your head over and over and over and over and over, not to like drive yourself crazy and be like, hey, where did it go wrong? More like, all right, pick up the red flags. What's something that's going to go against you? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to have a whole list of red flags for somebody in the future that's actually genuinely interested in taking you out. But all you're going to do is compare them to the person that ran out on you. So, yeah, try not to do that. All right. All right. I know it sucks. It sucks. It has to suck that somebody would do something like that, but you don't want to take it on the wrong person. But hey, welcome to the men club, because that's exactly what men deal with. Men deal with having to spend money in the hopes that that person likes you. Not to give you some pussy. But yeah, it seems contractual, but really not supposed to be. But it's like, hey man, a good amount of the times, they never reach for that wallet. But all right, so yeah. Moving on to the next one.
Hey man, tell me if this is messed up. I went on a blind date with my friend's girlfriend and it was going terrible. So bad that my date felt the need to order an angel shot. So to make shit worse, I ordered one too. Right? If she would have said she wanted to leave, she could have done so. Now how do I tell my friend we can't chill like normal anymore? Because his girl probably sees me as a weirdo.
It's not right.
That sucks for the first part. But for the second part,
Over the top.
oh, no, not really. All right. I didn't even know that was a thing. I've heard of the angel shot, but I've never seen that put into play. I guess, thank you for me. Maybe I've never came off as a creep. That somebody felt the need to ask for an escort out of the restaurant to their car so they could get away from you. So this is not the same as the last question, because that last question, the person ran away from them because they didn't want to pay a bill, as opposed to this person wants to run away from you because they can't stand you as a person and they saw something in your character that they felt like, hey, man, I need to get the fuck out of here before he makes a coat out of me. All right. He uses my skin as a fucking bodysuit. Yeah. So how does that work? You order the angel shot and then you just leave and be like, hey man, you gotta come to the bar, and then they walk you out through the front glass doors. Like, I'm not getting it. The angel shot is a crazy thing, but ordering the angel shot as well is fucking hilarious, but probably made you look like an even bigger dickhead. Like, why are you ordering the emergency shot? Because this is clearly an emergency and I want to beat her the hell out of here. So I don't have egg in my face. Yeah, that's a lot. That's back to the same conversation. You order a shot like that, you ruin that man's reputation. Hence, the second part of the question, because it's like, I never try to mix friends with other friends because they might not get along with them because they're different personalities and all your friends don't have the same characteristics. You normally have different sets of friends for different type of things. So yeah. Now you got to deal with your friend's girlfriend that's going to hear a whole different, maybe outlandish story or probably accurate story, depending how it's told. Or maybe you're not telling me something and how you were acting, and that's why that person had the need to pull out that emergency or reverse Uno card on you. So yeah, but now you got to deal with the friendship that was dragged into it because it was a blind date. Somebody felt like, hey man, this person would probably go good with this person. And boy, were you wrong. boy. So I don't think you have to completely sever ties, but I think you can work it in. Like, hey man, this shit just ain't work out. And she was over the top. And you see, now you can't even do that because now you sound defensive. Whatever the reason was, that person felt the need to order an angel shot. You gotta have to be like, all right, you gotta eat that shit with a shit grin. And then maybe when somebody wants to hear what happened and they'll side of whose story is more accurate and to the point, or who did I like better? And they're gonna like their friends better. But your friend likes their vagina better. He's just not gonna tell you that because it's supposed to be bros before hoes, but vagina be really good sometimes. Sometimes you give him your last name and you give him kids. I don't know. That's like an urban legend in my life, but oh well. But yeah. Crazy shit. If somebody orders an angel shot after dinner, do I still gotta pay the bill? Technically, we're not leaving together. And you don't know that person. So who pays the bill after they ordered the angel shot? How much is the angel shot worth? Is a better question. Shit. They're like, $300 for us to give you this emergency, get the hell away from this person deal. Crazy shit, bro. Crazy. Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody that partakes in. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that part. And hopefully I was able to help them people with your situation. If not, whatever. You don't got to take any of this information. Just do whatever you want to do. All right? Be free. Be free. Born free. So thank you everybody for tuning in. If you tuned in late and you stayed, I appreciate you too. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. I fucks with all of you. And hopefully by the next time I turn this on, I will have that beat ready and I could just go unless I just decide to get corny and do like a whole different other beat. But as I stated, I'm just here to have fun. So I am your host. I am
On my cool J.
And I appreciate everybody. This is No Special Character, episode 124. All right, I don't know what I'm going to name this shit. I shall figure it out when I'm editing. Peace out. I'm talking to you guys.